Hi, mister. I hope you're doing fine today. I don't have a mama or papa anymore. I see them sometimes when I take off my medicine, but they can't stay. I'm pretty used to being on my own. Oh, I don't sell things, mister. I sell thoughts. I don't know which is true. I see a lot. I think a lot. There's a lot to hear through the 188, too. That maybe accounts for the thinking. Great. What do you want me to think about? I can think about you, here, or everywhere. What do you want? I need to take off my medicine. Local. The here and now. Little of interest. Things to buy. False hopes and regrets watered down, washed down in dirty glasses. With regret comes a girl, smiling sad, brown robe, name Veronica. Half here, wraps her and her heart up like a pack. In the pack, a key, some say. Forecast, cloudy with a chance of friendship. Ouch! Thinking small only hurts a little, but it's a sharp pain.
Well, it's about damn time. What took you... Oh. I've been in the Reaper's shadow for a long time now, and I thought he'd finally showed up to collect. He's just mocking me now. What do you want to know? Sure do. Had a wife for a while. Tribal girl, really pretty eyes. But she's been gone a long time now. Ha! I'm not saying. It's part of my mystique, after all. I'm old and I'm starting to feel it. It's not pleasant, especially when you know your mind's slipping away. And we all gotta go sometime. But I was hoping for something a little more heroic. Yeah. It was a long time ago. Things were better back then.
Huh. I'd heard there were new people in town, but I thought it was more super mutants. Nice to meet ya. I'm Calamity. Most of the time, I'm Dr. Henry's research assistant. We're looking into ways to cure the, I'm also handy with tools. And once in a while I venture down into the valley to trade the big horner hides and meat for supplies. Prospectors looking for salvage, usually. They always run when they see the mutants. The Great Khans come this way once in a while, but they keep their distance. I think they're mostly keeping an eye on us. Thank you. Change names and jobs every decade or so just to keep things interesting. I picked Calamity this time because it sounded nice. I've never really done much science stuff till now. I'm pretty good at it. Or so Dr. Henry tells me.
Is there some reason I should be talking to you? You might take a look. The gunrunners have been putting rapid-fire death dealing in the hands of anyone who needed to defend himself for over a century. We're the NCR's #1 supplier of weapons and ammunition. There's usually a gun merchant hanging around topside. I'm sure she'll take care of you. I'm a salesman. I swing through McCarran and the dam once a week or so to take orders. But lately, I spend most of my time in this piss heap. Ever since the 15 shut down, all caravans come through here, right to me. I check the stock and direct deliveries onward to meet orders. Sure, it stinks to hang out here, but it won't be forever. Plus, I can afford a monthly bender on the strip and still build up my nest egg. We used to, but every caravan carrying them was getting ambushed and wiped out. We think it was the Brotherhood of Steel. Those crazies always go hard for energy weapons. Like you have a clue what that even means. You like it any better if I tell you to fuck off?
Can I help you with something, stranger? Name's Crandon, stranger. I keep an eye out for trouble around here. NCR, did you just crawl out from under a rock? Those folks only care about their business, their people, and their pockets. NCR's order? Don't make me laugh, stranger. We work this land, we own these streets, and we yank up the bad weeds ourselves. Got it? We've been here for a few years, just looking for a place we can call our own. Life's harsh, but still, it beats the hell out of the desert. We've got numbers, we've got food, and we've got trade. That's progress, stranger. Keep your nose to the ground, stranger, that's what. Mind your own business and let us mind our own. Are we clear? If you got a mind to loot the old H&H Tools factory, don't even bother. That place is sealed tighter than a rad scorpion's bunghole. Every salvager who tries gets blown up, flattened, or gutted by traps. Then he starts to stink up the town, and we're the ones to clean up the mess. Jules, myself, and a few others patrol the streets and sewers. Any punks come up out of the rest of the city, we give them the runoff. Some squatters decided to take space where they don't belong, over by the playground. We'd prefer to keep them off the streets and out of... Maybe you could go and talk to them. Convince them to see things our way. I like your speed, stranger. Let me know when that's done. Bye.
Yes? I never finished my training. The Legion saw to that when they overran my town. I do know basic first aid, but I've had to rely on tribal remedies to treat illnesses and injuries, healing powders and all that. I'm always running low on Xanderroot. Plenty of Brock flowers, though. Oh, I've been using 2 roots per flower. Thanks to you, I'll be able to create twice as much healing powder per day. For sale? I'm a slave, not a merchant. I could give you some healing powder every day, but you'd have to be a friend of the Legion. What about it? Do you have some advice? Was there something else? What do you want to know? A small town in New Mexico. The Legion burned it a few years back. That's how I ended up here. Three years and counting. If I could just get across the river, I'd be free. Not that I'd try it. I've seen what happens when you get caught.
I see a lot of folks come and go, but none fit your type. Where you come from? And I only asked first. I'll try one more time before I find out the hard way. 'Cause that's the law of the land. You never know when maybe one day, stranger, when you've seen all I've seen. I sure am, stranger. But that's a long one, stranger. Let's just say I got tired of killing in the wasteland. We're independent folks here. Merchants, gamblers, NCR whores, all of them. You heard me. We don't like those stiff-backed, clean-handed little pussies. The NCR is just a corrupt and bloated monster, no better than any other wasteland. Outer Vegas ain't exactly a safe place. Despite I make sure any dangers to the people of... I'll see you again, stranger.
Is there something I can do for you? I'm on duty here. I don't have time to chit-chat. I'm not required to answer questions from a civilian, and I don't trust you enough. Go bug someone else with your questions. Unfortunately for you, I'm not authorized to trade with you. It's against regulations. I'm not here to make money. I'm here to watch the NCR supplies for the dam, and that means no supplies for you.
Hello. Welcome back to my baby. The power station, the dam, they're my babies. Well, don't tell my grandchildren I said that. Anything in here that I haven't rebuilt, I've fixed. I've been here since well before the first battle. I've ground my knuckles on so much cement in here, it is nearly as much me as it is cement. I was down there for most of it, so I can't tell you much of what the boys with the guns were doing up top. From talking to the boys that were fighting up there, I can tell you that Hanlon managed to pull off what most people would have thought impossible. At one point shortly after the last battle, I had 6 of them spinning. It was a wonderful sound. Only 4 of them are running right now. A little bit ago, one of the intake towers got clogged. No water running through it anymore to spin the generators. One of these days, I'll get some boys out to the turbine to get it running again, but right now, it is pretty low on the priority list.